Distortion and delay are easily my two favorite effects on the guitar, especially when it comes to playing lead guitar. They're just like a big safety blanket for me, or you could think of them as cheat codes because they let you get away with a lot of things that you wouldn't get away with otherwise. And one of the big requests I get on a lot of my videos is how I dial in delay. So I want to show you how I do that on the FM3 and the Axe FX3 really quickly. And it's actually embarrassingly easy. Before we do that, I'm playing my PRS single cut in drop C. I'm using the USA Lead mid-gain model with all the gain on here. It's pretty ridiculous how much gain is going on there, but that's not the point. I'm using this LT Brit 412 V30 mix. You can grab this cab from Axechange, and I have this delay block in here, the stereo BBD type. And essentially, I select that type, and then I do 2 or 3 little things to it to really make it work for me, and they're super basic. The first one is that I sync the tempo up to the tempo of the song, which is just the quarter note selection here. That way, when I'm playing along on the FM3 or the Axe FX3, I can tap the tempo and my delays will be in time with what I'm doing. So if I just do that and I kind of leave everything else where it is, this is the delay sound I get. It's pretty tasty, but if I go to this parameter here, the left-right time ratio, and I set that to 75%, I'm now going to have one side of the delay being a quarter note and the other side being 75% of that, which, if you know your rhythmic subdivisions, is a dotted 8th note delay. And now we're really getting some magic happening. I believe it was Andy Timmons who described that as like putting a halo around the notes you're playing. And I like to set the mix at 30% and the feedback at 30%. This is totally to taste in this case. And that's pretty much it. I know that sounds really wet as well, but what I've found is that when you're playing live, especially in a rock band, that if you don't have the delays really wet, you're just simply not going to hear them. They get washed out by everything else that's going on. All right, now, if you don't have an Axe FX and you're watching this for whatever reason, the kind of trick here, let's look at the EQ on this stereo BBD, because if I select a different type, the EQ is going to be very different. Like if I just select the digital stereo, there's basically no EQ. The delay is wide open. Even if I go in here and I set the left-right time ratio to 75%, we have this. So because those delays aren't really being processed, they sound super bright in comparison, and they kind of get in the way of what I'm playing. If I go back, even if I don't go back to that, if I just set the high cut and bring it right down, this is like the tone control in a delay pedal or something, it's way better. So it kind of just sits a little bit nicer. So if you do have a delay with a tone control or an EQ function like this, bring a lot of the high end out of it. In this case, I can actually set the filter slope to be really steep, which will pull out even more high end. And that's kind of in the nice place at the moment. But if you just want to do it the easy way, just select stereo BBD, set the left-right time to 75%, set the mix and the feedback to taste, and play some guitar. I hope you guys enjoyed this little video. Let me know if you want to see more videos like this for different effects, whether it's reverb, whether it's chorus, whether it's distortion or EQ or anything like that. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't already, and I will see you next time. Thanks for watching.